Good morning, Snippets. So, I don't know if you can tell, but I cannot currently breathe out of my face. Okay, so, growing up as a kid, I was never one of those kids that was allergic to pollen. I was always in, like, that small percentage of kids that wasn't, just for some reason. Like, I was never affected by pollen anywhere. And I moved several times. Like, I moved, like, maybe 10 times growing up. And no matter where I lived in Iowa, South Dakota, all over Texas. Like, I've just never been allergic. And then I came to Baylor last year, and Waco was like, "Ha, JK, LOL, you're gonna be allergic to pollen." And my face is dying. Like, something about Waco pollen. I think I read somewhere that, like, Waco has the highest pollen count in Texas. So that's cool. And I guess it's just, I don't know, something about, like, Baptist pollen. I don't know. I'm just kidding. So I can't breathe out of my face today. But that's gonna be okay. I need to film the rest of my vlog, and then we have Sunday night dinner tonight, and the university president is speaking at is our special guest at dinner tonight. I'm so excited. Then right after that, I have my first sing practice of the Sing 2014 season, and then I'm probably gonna come back and go to bed because I feel like death. So anyway, that's the agenda for today. So busy and productive whatever day. Okay, so I've started. Oh, sorry, I thought someone was on my coffee pot. I started work on editing my vlog. It took like 20 minutes to import all the footage to my computer because there was so much of it. And meanwhile, my stuffiness is getting worse. My eyes are getting more puffy. Such is my life with allergies. Anyway, I'm falling asleep terribly because I've been sitting at this desk all day because this is my day-to-day is editing and things. So I'm making another pot of coffee because it's become my lifeline. And I also just like using it because I love that I have a coffee pot in my room. Like, that's just the coolest thing ever. So I can't breathe through my nose, so I'm hoping like the heat from the coffee will cleanse my sinuses because I press on it and I just like feel it in there and I can't get it out of my face and it hurts. Okay, I have to know, have you guys had these before? They are pretzel crisps. They are like little, they're pretzels, but they're pretzel chips basically, or that's what they're called, pretzel crisps. Anyway, I can't make words come out of my mouth. My sister showed me these a couple weeks ago when I was home, and they are just absolutely incredible. Like, I'm in love with them. They come in a little bag like this. So if you see them at the store, definitely get them. I love them. They're incredible, and they make a perfect coffee snack. And so I've just been like leaning my head over this coffee, trying to like steam, hoping that it'll help. It helped a little bit, and now my sinuses are back up. So I'm just gonna have to keep leaning over my coffee until it goes away.
When one leaves home to go to college, you know, that's always home. Well, at least I hope that that is for you. But what you do know for a moral certainty is this is your first home. Really intellectually, it's the home that you chose. So, welcome back home.
Woo!
Did you have a Merry Christmas?
Yes.
Isn't it wonderful to be in a community of purpose where we can say, not now, but then, Merry Christmas? Is that a yes?
Yeah.
We even had a billboard out on I-35. And I was so proud. I had nothing to do with it. But I was so proud when I was driving northward on I-35 and I saw where this is the capital of Baylor Nation. All of a sudden it had been replaced in early December with Advent, with Merry Christmas, Baylor Nation. Did you have a Happy New Year other than Glendale? But were we proud to be at the Fiesta Bowl?
Yeah.
You know, it's frequently said that athletics is the front porch, and I don't want to dwell on that in these brief comments because I was just informed by your distinguished president that I am the last thing standing between us and dessert. But I do want to warn you, I do warm to the subject. So Alice is here. Alice, would you stand up and be recognized? Please. The fact that athletics is our front porch came home to me in mid-December As you were in the throes of papers and preparing for final exams, perhaps sugar plums dancing in your head, oh, if I could just get to the end of this long semester, and then you were eager to come home, but I digress. And I was in Rome, as in Italy, not Georgia, because Baylor is blessed to be now in partnership with Georgetown University in Washington, D.C., in a very important enterprise that focuses on an issue that's long been close to my heart, and it's religious freedom for all people, everywhere, under all circumstances. Georgetown has a center called the Berkeley Center for Religion, World Peace, and International Affairs. And through our Institute for the Studies of Religion, we have been deepening a relationship that is now culminating, I'm very pleased to say, in a partnership with Georgetown. So a great Jesuit university and a great evangelical Baptist university are joining forces to think globally about these great issues. With that context, we had a 2-day conference in Rome. I did have the great privilege and blessing of being in the presence of the Pope, and I have a photograph to show you. But that's not why we were there. We were there to bring scholars together literally from around the world to talk about the role of Christianity specifically. So religious freedom for all persons under all circumstances at all times. But to focus specifically on the role of Christianity in promoting human flourishing. So yes, the Great Commission is the reason to go out, but one of the ancillary incidental benefits is where Christianity flourishes, humanity flourishes. Back to athletics. At the conclusion of our first day, I'm at dinner with one of the most distinguished scholars of Christian history on the planet. He's a professor emeritus at the University of Virginia, ironically, Mr. Jefferson's University. And Robert Louis Wilken has written many books, and his most recent book, wildly acclaimed, published by Yale University Press, is The First 1,000 Years. I just started reading that book. So I'm in the presence of this great man, and we're at a very fine restaurant in Rome. And we're chatting along. And the conversation is very stimulating to me and extraordinarily educational. But Robert, he goes by Robert, in his 70s, suddenly draws a line in the sand, as it were. He says, I think we've had enough serious conversation. I want to hear about RG3. So it does constitute the front porch, and I wanted to say that in our experience at Glendale, we were very blessed and privileged to stay with our student athletes and with the coaches. And my one comment this evening, in the nature of a devotional, is that I love to attend devotionals led by Wes Urey, our sports chaplain. And so here I am sitting at chaplain on the night before the game, and I'm sitting next to Bryce Petty, in between him and Clay Fuller. The two of them, along with Levi Norwood, had made magnificent speeches at the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And there, in that chapel, that simple, Coach Plows, the coaching staff is in the back, I heard a brilliant articulation and blending together, in the great sense of the academy, of Nelson Mandela's teaching and Paul's letter to the Ephesians. And I sat back and gave thanks. I said, let us give thanks that we can be gathered together here as Big 12 champions, but also having this time of reflection and quiet together with this group of truly gifted student athletes. So community. I loved what our fearless leader said. You know, the community needs that sort of proximity and propinquity. We need to be close to one another, but we also need to be a community of purpose. So thank you for inviting me to your community of purpose. Alice and I are honored to be here. May this semester be a semester filled with many, many blessings. Sick 'em bears. Thank you.
And Judge and Mrs. Starr will be joining us in the JCR after our meal. Thank you.
You were still filming?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Where is it?
So you just heard the wise words of Ken Starr. How do you feel? Is your mind? You what?
Where is it?
There was swooning involved.
Where's the Jorgito?
I still feel like death. I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh, dinner was great. Getting to be in the same room as Ken Starr was incredible. I was so close to him, I could watch him breathe. Okay, that was a little weird. Anyway, so I'm about to go to my first sing practice. Oh, so yeah, and also sorry for the quality of the filming and the video Ken Starr at dinner. I am still suffering from my allergies, and my allergies were causing me to like see crossways, and I couldn't film them the best that to my ability, so I apologize. Headed to my first sing practice of the season. I'm so excited. It's the first day of sing practice.
Probably,
hey Grace.
but
She was actually very famous.
probably.
Hey Grace.
She was like a slave.
It's the first day of sing practice. How do you feel?
I'm excited.
Yeah?
Cold.
I got really tired. I have really bad sinus issues still, and so it's making me really, really sleepy. Like I have no
Money.
energy at all. And this rehearsal is gonna be 2 hours. Help me.
Are we?
You're gonna be famous. No, we just got done with our first sing practice, and of course, I'm exhausted, we're all tired, so we went to Taco Bell. How was your first actual sing practice, Grace?
It was fabulous.
Yeah? How do you feel?
Really hungry.
Other than the fact that you want your Taco Bell. How was it for you? Are you feeling good?
I'm feeling so good.
Yeah?
Pumped.
Yeah?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I didn't screw up like pretty much at all. So
Yeah!
Oh, damn, you lucky.
Wow.
yay.
Talent.
I just like to leave it on people and see like what they do with the awkward silence, because I don't edit the silences out, so.
I typically molest the camera.
So where's your vlog thing? Is it?
Okay, and we're done. Okay guys, so I am just getting back from Taco Bell. We ended up staying there for like an hour and a half, I really don't know. We just like started talking about like a bunch of random stuff. Like, we talked about like Greek stereotypes and like different, I don't know, we talked about things got weird, and as things usually do at 11 o'clock at Taco Bell. So now I'm back and I'm finishing up some last minute preparations before class tomorrow. I can't believe class already starts tomorrow. Like, that's just weird to me. I don't know. I'm not ready. Break was not long enough, as is usually the case. But the sooner the semester starts, the sooner summer will be here. So, anyway, I'm gonna finish up some last minute things and then head to bed. I've already got my bed made because I'm just so excited to get in it. So, I think I'm going to work at 8 tomorrow. I haven't been given my work schedule. But I'm just gonna show up at 8 and be like, hey, I'm gonna work today. So I'm going to probably do that. So I'm gonna go to bed so I can get up in the morning. So anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow for at least another minute. Good night!